KILR Killer Game.
So here we are inside the 737 here. I wish I knew of a way to get rid of this, but I haven't been able to find the selection to do that. Not a big deal. I mean, this is okay. Oh, I know! That server case, isn't that like the most coolest thing ever? You know, shaped like a block. Like the oars, and then it's got the glow. Oh wow, that's just really cool. So now the arrow keys will allow me to go down. I can't go left or right, but it does allow me to go down here. And everything is on here. Let's see, anti-ice. I don't know if some of this stuff actually does anything. We'll turn on strobe lights. What the heck is this? Tab? I don't know. We'll turn it on. Taxi light, nav light. I haven't really found a way to actually put a flight plan in here. I think there's a way to... I think you put it in as a text and then import it. I haven't really figured that part out. There's supposed to be a way that you can import a flight plan into these. So if anyone knows how to do it, let me know. The first VOR that we're going to be going to is the Seattle VOR. And I can get this in here just by clicking VOR and then typing in SEA. There we go. It's got the Seattle VOR TAC. It'll tell me how far away it is. There it is, distance 62.8 miles. Here is the communication. Both the comms and the nav radios are right here. This is nav. Okay, that's not nav, that's ADF. Here it is. So 116.8. Go like that. Ba-boom! We are good to go. We'll turn this, hit that center. That'll give us an idea of which way to go. And we got our DME here, and the course. I may not need to use this heading thing, so we got temperature outside. I can set the altitude here. See, even back with X-Plane 9, using these dials is still better than Flight Sim 2020. I can click, I can hold, and it actually goes much quicker. You know, it doesn't take like 20 minutes to get to the heading or whatever that I need to get to. We got speed. I'll go ahead and set that for 240 knots. All the autopilot stuff. Looks like I can turn it on here too. I can turn it on here as well as turn it on here, and what, I can turn it on here too? Interesting. Several places here that I can click on. I figured these were just the lights, but you can see there's like a little hand there that I can click on. Oh no! I just realized the alright, I'm gonna have to go to display capture. There we go. It didn't look like it was updating. Let's see. Yeah. I had to set this up. Give me a second here. I forgot. I was supposed to transfer a couple of... Aw, man, really? I was supposed to transfer $20 to my wife's account. So that way she can... she wants to order pizza for lunch. That will just take a moment. There we go. All right. I got business taken care of there. Yeah. Yeah, so it wasn't scrolling or anything like that. I had to change the window so that way you could all see what's actually going on. So like the outside and stuff. So yep, here's the plane. Let's just zoom back out here again, because I don't know how well this worked the first time, but here we go. So you can get a good look at the airport. This is custom content that I downloaded specifically for X-Plane 9. As well, I got the airport from flightsim.com. And the plane, I actually got from xplane.org. Yeah, it's just like a Zebo, isn't it? Now we do have ATC. It's very basic. But I can go up here and I can get ATIS information. Let's see. What is the name of the airport here? William R. Fairchild. Yeah, I don't really see it there. Let's get Seattle.
Seattle Tacoma INTL information India. 1800 Zulu weather. Sky conditions 16,500 overcast 22,500 broken 38,500 scattered visibility 25. Temperature 0 dew point 0. Wind calm.
Well, that's
altimeter
cold.
2991. Arriving and departing runway 16 left. Advise on initial contact you have India.
Okay, now I can... Oh, nope, I don't have anything here for getting... I think you have to actually file a flight plan. But when I do that, you don't hear the chatter. So we won't worry about that. But, runway 16, where... Let's see where that is. Oh my goodness, I hope it's not that small one. We may not take that one. I might just go ahead and just take another. I'm not going to try to take off from a short runway. Runway 16. Oh, that's right. We got it from Seattle. That's right. That's not this airport. It was Seattle. So, all right, no big deal. So which way are we facing here? Facing north. We want to go east. Okay, then. We will... Good going here. Xenogenic, absolutely. Thank you for being a viewer, being part of the KILR community. Watch the deer. I appreciate you watching and redeeming those points. I'm happy that I'm able to do this for you and give you some content that you're able to watch. I believe you asked me about AI traffic. We'll take a look at some of the menu options. Unfortunately, I don't know of a way to add any more ATC chatter to what's being played. I wish I don't even think there is a way, but it'd be nice if there was. The funny thing is that this ATC chatter has been around since X-Plane 5. It's been the same chatter. There might have been a few differences, but There we go. Let me put those parking brakes on. And I'll go and I'll show you the options here. So here is the weather screen. This has been very similar since X-Plane 5. The only difference is I can't remember when, but there was like a third layer of weather that you could add. You got your visibility, the amount of precipitation, and whether there's a storm, if it's light. You can put in your turbulence, rate of change, whether it gets better or worse. Let's just turn it up a little bit here, where it's gradually improving. Actually, I'm kind of curious. What is the weather at Idaho Falls? Let's take a look. Idaho Falls weather. It's cloudy. Okay, well, we can deal with that. You've got all your wind speed and everything right here that you can put in. I just kind of leave it out because I think the wind gets a little ridiculous here. There was a time where you could download weather files. X-Plane 11 will download a meter file. I've tried to import those into the old ones, and I wound up either it didn't do it or it crashed it. So. But yeah, these are too old to be able to download the weather. At least I haven't noticed that it works. You also got settings for water as well as space. Oh, Aurora Borealis visible. Hey, yeah, we got to definitely do that. But you got wave height, wavelength, wave speed, wave direction, all that good stuff. Here under settings, you got your data input, output, net connections, joystick keys and equipment, rendering options. This is where a lot of the other stuff is at. So this is where you can have cars on the, driving on the road, the density of the number of objects, number of roads. I have them set like this, like number of objects I put megatons, but on some of the other stuff I don't put that because it gets a little ridiculous if you do that. You've got volumetric fog over. Let's see, where is it? Got some edge blending options. There's something in here in regards to clouds. At least I thought there was. There should be something in here in regards to 3D clouds. At least it was on the other ones. Not really seeing that for some reason. Let's check on the weather. Is it here? Huh. Weird. I'm not really seeing that. Maybe they don't need the options anymore. There's stuff moving here. Apparently I have my brakes tied to the parking brake, so they're like labeled differently. Like max brakes apparently is your parking brake. Might help if I put down a thing of flaps. Come on up there. Okay, it looks like we're turning here on course. And we're still turning for some reason. Let's see, auto throttle, turn that on. Ah, this is it. There's a switch here for autopilot. It's like off, on, and then auto. So you got to switch this over here to auto. There we go. Did I put the landing gear up or down here? Nope, it's up. Okay, I just needed to turn those off there. For when this came out, I think the textures and the terrain is pretty good. Must accept. Not sure why it's blinking there. We won't go over the clouds because then you won't see any of the ground or anything. We'll turn her up to 300 for Mach. The reason why it's flashing like that is because I'm clicking outside of the simulator and then back in. I'm getting the next VOR all set here, which is Yakima 118. Oh, it's on comm again. Okay. No, it's on nav. Oh, interesting. I can't get it to 118. Huh. It is listed as a VORTAC, not an ADF, so... Well... That's interesting. That must be an issue with how the plane was done. Should be able to go to 124. This is more like it's giving me COM. But COM is right here. That's the COM. Interesting. Well, I can always put it in here. Looks like we got 5 minutes until we get to Seattle. I'll go ahead and put in Yakima. Why? Oh, doesn't want to take it, does it? There it goes. YKM. Yakima. About 20 minutes away. I can take a look at Navigraph. And it's actually on an airway between that and Navigraph, although that's kind of hard to read. I think it says a heading of 104. I hate that when you get closer to it, it's hard to read. 104, okay. The reciprocal is 284, so not a problem. So what we'll want to do is set this for 104, which that's 11. So we'll capture the 104 out of Seattle. And that will still get us to Yakima. Good old Flight Simulator 2 navigation that I got practice with. You can look out the sides of the cockpit. Just like the old flight simulators. There is a 3D option, but the cockpit would have to be designed for it, and as you can see, this one is not. But I can see some of the controls are kind of sitting there. But at least you can see the city down below. See, those textures are not bad. In some ways, they kind of look better than FSX. So welcome everyone to the KILR Gamer channel, for those of you who have joined. I do a variety of different simulators, going back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 1 and X-Plane 5 all the way to X-Plane 11, Flight Simulator 2020, which we'll still be doing today. We'll be continuing with our epic mini-series across the world, and also do P3D. I'm slowly getting everything reinstalled on P3D because I bought P3D version 5 a couple days ago. I've got Active Sky installed with it. And you know what? Active Sky is kind of confusing me a little bit in regards to the clouds, because you've got the atmospheric option, but for some reason where clouds should appear, either they don't, or it looks like they're kind of smeared across the sky. It doesn't look like they have very much definition to them compared if you were to turn the atmospheric environment or whatever it is. If you turn that off, the clouds have more definition to them, like what they did in P3D4. And I've got Active Sky cloud art, so I may just go ahead and install the cloud art and go that route. I wanted to try to do something a little different than my my version 4.5 install. But I've got Orbix installed on there. You know what? And even with Orbix, this still looks a bit better. I don't know, because I was doing a test flight with it earlier, and this just looks better. But the only difference is that with the AutoGym buildings, it doesn't have landmarks or anything. Okay, we've flown out of Seattle now. Let's go ahead and change this. So it was, 10:04, flying out. Go ahead and capture that localizer there. I have to constantly go up and down just to see that. Just put it a little bit over there. And how many miles have we got? We have 81 miles until we get to Yakima. Oh, it looks like the weather got a bit harder there for the moment. Alrighty, Zento. We'll see you when you get back. I'm going to get a flyby here without my head on there, so let me just turn that webcam off there for a moment.
heavy, level on 190. Okay, 4 Mike, Kilo, continue on the ILS 6, altimeter 3039er, looking number departures up runway 1, right arrival. And approach United 8 heavy, level on 190. 280, intercept low class. 280, intercept low class, American 1.
Boy, there sure is a lot of chatter here. Let's see if I can change that with the sound here. Let's see, all sounds, verbal ATC. Dun 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 dun. There's nothing here for the speed of ATC. So unfortunately I can't change the background radio chatter there. You can turn it off, and then you got the Bitchin' Betty or warning system. They've like had that since I think X-Plane 5.
Thank you very much for the early turn there, sir. Appreciate it. Maintain at about 1,000 until the party Delta airspace. Good day. 1.9, we'll do it. 290, thank you very much for the early turn there, sir. Appreciate it. Maintain at about 1,000 until the party Delta airspace. Good day. 125, turn left of Victor, straight ahead on Bravo and ground point on 1,000. J7 Mike Charlie. Okay, 4 Mike, Kilo, continue on the ILS 6, altimeter 3039er, looking number departures up runway 1, right arrival. Cat Victor, left on Alpha, 0.9, Delta 31. 40, going to maintain 16,000. Down to 16,000.
And just for clarification, this is not the demo version that you can download from the X-Plane site. This is the actual boxed edition of X-Plane 9 that has the global scenery on the DVDs, which is 60 gigabytes of scenery.
And approach United 8 heavy, leveling 190. 1,000, J7 Mike Charlie. Departure, call to 5992, set of 4,700 for 10,000. Correction 588, heavy to right heading 070, stay airspeed. Okay, 4 Mike, Kilo, continue on the ILS 6, altimeter 3039er, looking number departures up runway 1, right arrival. Cat Victor, left on Alpha, 0.9, Delta 31. KIDA 708, information November is current, the altimeter is 3040. 9529 up 2 and hold short of runway 1 for me. Delta 1990 heavy, correction on the frequency. 123.9er now. 1.39 up for the north, thank you, Delta 1990. 7 Bravo Romeo, runway 1, taxi in position and hold. 94 Mike, okay, sir, after Corby circle, south to the left base, runway 1.
So I'm getting a master caution sight here, or light.
Down to 16,3040 United.
I'm not sure why.
Left side is available. I have to back to about 5 miles out of the way. 1.9, we'll do it, runway 1, title line. I don't have all the Delta 1990 heavy, correction on the frequency. 123.9er now. 1.39, that's what I thought. Thank you, Delta 1990. Here, Charlie, just confirm you have the Gulf Street that you can see southeast bound, sir. 1 there, Charlie, has the Gulf Street. Thank you very much.
Maybe it's the fuel pump?
Continue on the ILS 6,
Whoop, nope. Don't want to turn that off. Maybe I need them both on there. Uh-oh.
Okay, we'll fly a heading of 150 for 318. We have November and we're flowing to 250 United 8 heavy.
Uh-oh.
Correct, 588 heavy to right heading 070, stay airspeed. And approach United 8 heavy, leveling.
There it goes. It's going back up again.
588 heavy to right heading 070, stay airspeed. 1,000, J7 Mike Charlie. Okay, turn right.
Fuel select, all. Here's the igniters and everything. Auto brakes. Hey, that might be useful there. Sync. Maybe it's because the seatbelts and no smoking sign was on. I don't know. We'll see here in a moment. I've got this thing here that looks like it says Alt Engine. It's fuel selection. Fuel something flow. Wow. Did you see how the tank of gas was going down there? That was quite a bit. Okay, it looks like our fuel is... Okay, no, our fuel's good. Yeah, I don't know, unless this, but I don't know, it hasn't turned on yet. How we doing here? We got 39 miles to go until we get to Yakima. And then we got Pasco. That's the next VOR, which is going to be 109.8. Let's get this changed here. There's some really good terrain mesh, even going back to X-Plane 5. Much better than what Flight Simulator 2000 had at the time. Let's see, did this have a copyright date on it? This is X-Plane 5 right here. Yeah, this is copyright 2000. And for how this looked, it was definitely better than Flight Simulator 2000. The only difference between the two is that you had a lot more third-party software and custom content, which you can still get to be able to enhance Flight Simulator 2000 compared to X-Plane 5. But out of the box, X-Plane 5 I thought looked and it flew better. And it performed better too. Yeah, those warning lights aren't coming on now. It must have been because I had the didn't have the seatbelt sign on. See, there's an option here for a GPS, which I think there's a way to get a flight plan in here, but from what I can tell, this just works a little bit differently. For now, the best way that I found to fly it is just put in the individual VORs and just fly from one to the other. Some of the waypoints don't even show in here either. They would come up under fixture. But you can also put airports in here, so that way you know how far the airport is. Okay, so 13 miles from Yakima. Let's go ahead and... Oh, my goodness, we can't tune in to Pasco from where we're at. Okay, looking at the little radio circle thing around the VOR, we'll need to head out from Yakima at a heading of 090. Go ahead and clear this. We'll put in PSC for the Pasco VOR. There we go. 57 miles. We'll change our heading here to heading is 090. About 9 minutes until we get to Pasco. Interesting. You'd think we would have. You'd think we'd be able to get the VOR tuned in. The one after that is Lewiston, which is 108.2.
Thank you very much for the early turn there, sir. Appreciate it. Maintain at about 1,000 till the body Delta airspace. Good day. 1,000, good. Mike Charlie. Correction 588, heavy to right heading 070, stay airspace. Delta 19.
That heading is going to be roughly about 110, it looks like. That should be Yakima that we're flying over. Or perhaps flying past. Still nothing on that. Now there is a way to double check here. We can go into what is it here? We can go into location and click on local map, and this will allow us to show where we've been flying. So you can see here we are here. It looks like that one VOR that we were... Oh, look at this. It's down here. 116. Interesting. So the frequencies here in Flight Simulator X-Plane are a little different. And we can zoom out here. Here's Pascal, KPSC. It looks like we need... Well, that's an ILS. Here's the VOR DME, 108.4. I think we've already got that set. Nope, we don't. So you see what I mean? I'm getting those frequencies off of Navigraph, but they're different here in... See, there we go. There it is. Yeah, Nusuk, this is not bad at all. You know, this is a custom panel that the author made along with the model and the livery. And you know what? I didn't know there was a limit that you could download on xplane.org. But apparently there's a limit to how many files you can download in one day. I'll get some more external shots here without the face cam or webcam. Fly low. Doing pretty good.
Information November is current, the altimeter is 3040. 11.9 will do American 1262 heavy. Left side is available to I have to
I wasn't able to do that retro flight last night.
Romeo, runway 1 check in position. Hold for 0, it's going to maintain 16,000.
Down to 16,000, 3040 United. 8 heavy.
Hello, departure, call to 5992, set of 4,700 for 10,000. 924 Mike, Mike, okay, sir, after 12 circles, south to the left base, runway 1, turn a 3-mile final for me. 10-6, good afternoon. 7 Bravo Romeo, runway 1, check in position, hold.
United Approach, United 8 heavy, leveling 190.
United 8 heavy, New York approach, good afternoon, flighting 150, Mexico the ILS, runway 31, right approach. Information November is current.
Okay, we'll fly a heading of 150 for 31 right. We have November and we're following 250 United 8 heavy.
10 picture left on Alpha, 0.9, L31. United 8 heavy, New York approach, good afternoon, flighting 150, Mexico the ILS, runway 31, right approach. Information November is current.
Okay, we'll fly a heading of 150 for 31 right. We have November and we're following 250 United 8 heavy.
290, thank you very much for the early turn answer. Appreciate it. Maintain at about 1,000 till the party Delta is.
It's listed as a 737, unless you mean 737-200. I think that's what you meant. I was thinking they have it abbreviated.
United Approach, United 8 heavy, leveling 190.
Yeah, it's really well done. The author did a really good job, I thought. From what I could see, there's a lot of great planes that were made for X-Plane 9. That's why I hit a limit on the download, because I was getting what did I think I downloaded like an L1011. I think I got a few others. Definitely some aircraft with more liveries. So American Airlines, Delta, I think I found TWA, and they've got like the old paint jobs on there. Lufthansa, I found Lufthansa. Yeah, so we're gonna have fun with these old simulators, definitely. Okay, Lewiston is 108.2. Let's see. Ah, no signal.
Down to 16,000, 3040 United 8 heavy.
MQG. MQG. Well, it shows up here. 84 miles away. Looks like we'll have to go back here to the local map and see if we can find it. Where in the world did I go? There I am. Yeah, so here we are. Oh my, we have to wait until we get into this area, it looks like. Is that it? Yeah, that doesn't look like Lewiston there. There's Pasco right there. So we flew by that. Yeah, I don't think the other part of this map is going to show up until I get closer over there. I don't think it's going to load up. By the way, on this map, you can change this. You can get low altitude, high altitude, sectional map, and even a textured map there. So you got different things that you can do.
Mike, okay, sir, after Corby Circle, south to the left base, runway 1, turn a 3-mile final for me. 290, thank you very much for the early turn there, sir, appreciate it. Maintain at about 1,000 till the party Delta airspace, good day. Delta 1990, heavy correction on the frequency, 123.9 now. 1.39, that's what I thought, thank you, Delta 1990. Have a 708, information November is current, the altimeter is 3040.
Leveling 190.
Let's see, if I'm going from, we need to be on this side, I think. We need to be on the opposite side of that.
Heading of 150 for 31 right, we have November and 1 250 United 8 Heavy.
That doesn't seem to make any sense, though. Nope, that does make sense. Okay.
Okay, we'll fly heading of 150 for 31 right, we have November and 1 250 United 8 Heavy.
Thousand, good, Mike Charlie. Q4, Mike, Idaho, continue on the ILS, 6 altimeter 3039er, looking numerous departures up runway 1, Friday arrival.
Flylow, was this a flight request? Yes, it was. It was a flight request from Xenogenic.
Okay, turn right 070, and we're showing, or slowing through 250, all you need. 11.9, we'll do it, okay, let's go to 7 Papa Romeo, runway 1, tag in position and hold. Here, Charlie, just confirm you have the Gulf Street being southeast boundary. 10 Charlie, have the Gulf Street. Thank you very much. 7 Papa Romeo, runway 1, tag in position and hold. 10 picture left on Alpha, 0.9, Delta 31. 10 picture left on Alpha, 0.9, Delta 31. 1000, good, Mike Charlie. 11.9, we'll do it, okay, let's go to Gear 125, turn left at Victor, straight ahead on Bravo and ground point 9. Runway 1, clear line. Clear line, have all 7 Papa Romeo, runway 1, tag in position and hold. Put out 3 on right. 2 Delta, let's be on right, that's 160. Delta 1984, having turn right heading 170, set a maintain 16,000, altimeter 3040. 94, Mike, okay, sir, after Corby Circle, south to the left base, runway 1, turn a 3-mile final for me. 20, intercept low class. Let's do it, intercept low class, man, 1. KIDA 708, information November is current, the altimeter is 3040. Correction 588, heavy to right heading 070, stay airspeed. Delta 1990, heavy, correction on the frequency, 123.9 now. 1.39, that's what I thought, thank you, Delta 1990. 1000, good, Mike Charlie. Correction 588, heavy to right heading 070, stay airspeed. Runway 1, clear line. Clear line, have all 20, intercept low class. Let's do it, intercept low class, man, 160. 9529, up 2 and hold short of runway 1 for me. 7 Papa Romeo, runway 1, clear to take off. Correction 588, heavy to right heading 070, stay airspeed. Q4, Mike, Idaho, continue on the ILS, 6 altimeter 3039er, looking numerous departures up runway 1, Friday arrival.
And approach United 8 Heavy is leveling 190.
That's the third line, 300, KIDA 140. 20, intercept low class. Let's do it, intercept low class, man, 160. 20, intercept low class. Let's do it, intercept low class, man, 160. 20, intercept low class. Let's do it, intercept low class, man, 160.
And approach United 8 Heavy is leveling 190.
Delta 1990, heavy, correction on the frequency, 123.9 now. 1.39, that's what I thought, thank you, Delta 1990. Correction 588, heavy to right heading 070, stay airspeed. Plan 3 right, 10805, push, right, curve right. Put out 3 on right. 2 Delta, let's be on right, man, 160. 1000, good, Mike Charlie. Put out 3 on right. 2 Delta, let's be on right, man, 160. Correction 1262, heavy. Left side is available to I have to back to you, about 5 miles out of the way. 1000, good, Mike Charlie. What's the left side? Plan 3 right, 10805, push, right, curve right. 90, thank you very much for the early turn there, sir. Appreciate it. Maintain at about 1,000 till the party Delta airspace. Good day. November is current, the altimeter.
That figures.
Plan 3 right, 10805, push, right, curve right. 90, thank you very much for the early turn there, sir. Appreciate it. Maintain at about 1,000 till the party Delta airspace. Good day. The Marshall call the 5992.
I thought I found something, but that didn't turn out promising.
Okay, we'll fly heading of 150 for 31 right. We have November and we're calling to 250 United 8 Heavy.
It's 9529 up 2 and hold short runway 1 for me. Here at Charlie, just confirm you have the Gulf Stream that you can be southeast bound. 130 Charlie has Gulf Stream. Thank you very much. United 8 Heavy, New York approach, good afternoon, flighting 150, back for the ILS, runway 31 right approach. Information November is current.
Okay, we'll fly heading of 150 for 31 right. We have November and we're calling to 250 United 8 Heavy.
7 Papa Romeo, runway 1, clear to take off. 1000, Mike Charlie. Hello, departure, call to 5992, good out of 4,700 for 10,000. United 8 Heavy, New York approach, good afternoon, flighting 150, back for the ILS, runway 31 right approach. Information November is current.
Okay, we'll fly heading of 150 for 31 right. We have November and we're calling to 250 United 8
On the
Heavy.
side there.
Romeo, runway 1, check in and hold. 125, turn left of Victor, straight ahead on Bravo
Ah,
and ground
that's
point
Flight
nine.
Simulator 2004. I'm trying to find the 767 pilot in command for Flight Simulator 2000. Not having any luck there.
Okay, we'll fly heading of 150 for 31 right. We have November and we're calling to 250 United 8 Heavy.
125, turn left of Victor, straight ahead on Bravo and ground point nine.
And approach United 8 Heavy, he's leveling 190.
Flight Simulator 2005. Well, that's not right. Looks like the ones that I'm finding are basically FS9 or FSX. Price on that's not bad though.
Okay, turn right 070 and we're showing we're slowing through
Uh-oh, that's gone off there. Dang it, still not getting a signal from Lewiston. Take a look at that local map. Here we are down here. Show me a VOR. Ah, we're still not. Still can't see anything over here. Dang it. We might have to adjust our flight plan here a little bit.
Correct, 588, heading to right heading 070, stay airspeed. Runway 1, clear to land. Right on hand, long lead 20 and it's low cloud.
Little challenging when the VORs are not showing up. I wish it showed the frequency here, since the frequencies sometimes they match up and sometimes they don't.
Okay, we'll fly heading of 150 for 31 right. We have November and we're calling to 250 United 8 Heavy.
Let's do it, intercept low class, man. Correct, 588, heading to right heading 070, stay airspeed. 290, thank you very much for the early turn there, sir. Appreciate it. Maintain at below 1,000 till the party Delta airspeed. Good day. Delta 1984, heading to right heading 17.
Yeah, I was late into X-Plane also. I didn't get into it until 11.
Let's do it, intercept low class, man. 24, Mike, Kilo, continue on the ILS.
I think one of the things that kind of kept me from getting X-Plane is that, and I had looked into it, that it was just basic autogen. It didn't have landmarks. The airports were just basic. But after I started collecting the old X-planes and then installing global scenery, that was another thing. You had to find global scenery to install with it. It actually wasn't that bad to fly. With X-planes 5, 6, and 7, I only have a few aircraft that I can fly. There's like 2 airliners, 3 general aviation, there's a space shuttle, there's an experimental aircraft, and I think like maybe 1 or 2 military. And although I could make my own aircraft, I don't know how well that would turn out. I think X-Plane 9 was, and maybe X-Plane 5, but X-Plane 6 and 7, I had to import those. X-Plane 6 is a German version, X-Plane 7 is a Spanish version. Oh, and X-Plane 8. I'm not sure what country that one was from. Could have been France or Italy, I'm not sure. But the X-Plane 9 and 10 were the US releases. And 7 had all the global scenery. It was all just one DVD. Just one DVD had the simulator and the global scenery. And then X-Plane 8, I think, was the one that started having multiple discs. And then definitely 9, 10. The funny thing about X-Plane 7 is it's completely in Spanish, with the exception of the ATC. That's still in English. But like all the menu options and everything's in Spanish. And you can download the demo of X-Plane 7, but unfortunately the demo, you can't use the DVD with it. It won't let you. So what I had to do is I had to take screenshots of the English version with the menu options and then compare that with the Spanish version that I had, so I knew what did what. Let's clear up the weather a little bit here. It is getting better. The precipitation has cleared up. But what I'd like to do here, kind of change this a little bit. I might have to clear it first. Oh, no, didn't have to. Although we can't see the 3D clouds yet. Let's see. I might have to clear it first. Sometimes you have to completely clear the weather. Let's regenerate weather there. And then go back in here and then start putting stuff. So let's say broken, or I might have to put scattered, broken, and high cirrus. Let's see.
Correct, 588, heavy to right heading 070, say airspeed. Runway 1, clear to land. Clear to land, below.
There it is. You can see it up there. Go ahead, remove my webcam here so you got a better look. Uh-oh. We seem to be flying away from Pierce. Ah, good. We're getting Salmon. That's a VOR. At least I think we are. It's saying 99 there. Clear that. LKT. Yeah. Okay, cool. So this will get us back on track here. 19 minutes until we get to Salmon. And then we got one more VOR after that, and then we'll be landing at Idaho Falls. And Salmon is in Idaho. Salmon is like, if you were to look at Idaho, it's almost right in the middle. It's kind of interesting. So we'll be heading southeast to continue our way to Idaho Falls. Now here's another thing that I thought was really cool about the old X-planes is the planet map. The ones on Flight Simulator did not look this good. I don't think it started looking good until Flight Sim 2020. But there we are, right there. In case you're wondering if I really am flying in Idaho, and yeah, I am.
Okay, turn right 070, and we're showing, we're slowing through 250, all you need. 10 picture left on Alpha, 0.9, Delta 31. 11.9, we'll do it, Delta 17. American close 62 heavy. The left side is available to the I have to back to about 5 miles out of the west. Delta 1990 heavy, correction on the frequency. 123.9 now. 1.39, that's what I thought. Thank you, Delta 1990. Delta 1984 heavy, turn right heading 170, going to maintain 16,000, altimeter 3040. 280 intercept low class. 280 intercept low class, Red 160. 98 heavy, New York approach 2 afternoon, flighting 150, back toward the ILS, runway 31 right approach. Information November is current.
Okay, we'll fly heading of 150 for 31 right. We have November and we're flying to 250 United 8 Heavy.
That's a start on 31 right, Unity 140. 290, thank you very much for the early turn answer. Appreciate it. Maintain at about 1,000 till departing LPS. Good day. 924 Mike, okay, sir, after Corby Circle south to the left base, runway 1, turn at 3 mile final forming. Okay, 4 Mike, continue on the ILS 6, altimeter 3039er.
Ah, there it goes, okay. I was going to say this is not matching up with this, but it is now.
Information November is current, the altimeter is 3040. Altitude 4 Mike, Idaho, continue on the ILS 6, altimeter 3039er, looking over the parts of runway 1 prior to arrival. 11.9, we'll do it, Delta 17. Plan 3 right, 1005, push, wake turbulence, correct 588, heavy to right heading 070, stay airspeed. Hello, departure, call to 5992, set of 4,700 for 10,000.
3040 United 8 Heavy.
Correct 588, heavy to right heading 070, stay airspeed. King 7 Papa Romeo, runway 1, clear to take off. 290, thank you very much for the early turn answer. Appreciate it. Maintain at about 1,000 till departing LPS. Good day. 1,000, Joseph, Mike Charlie. 10-6 today. Good afternoon. Delta 1990 heavy, correction on the...
My wife was telling me that the pizza's here.
1.39, that's what I thought. Thank you, Delta 1990. Thank you very much. Good afternoon. Delta 1984 heavy, turn right heading 170, going to maintain 16,000, altimeter 3040.
She's big into Pizza Hut, so that is most likely what it is. Okay, let's get these clouds a little bit lower here so we can actually see them. There we go. You can see them a little bit now. Gonna adjust that just a little bit more. Let's do broken. Let's do scattered up here. And let's bring this down to about 14,000.
Altitude 4 Mike, Idaho, continue on the ILS 6, altimeter 3039er, looking over the parts of runway 1 prior to arrival. 7 Papa Romeo, runway 1, tech in position and hold. That's a start on 319, Unity 140.
3040 United 8 Heavy.
10 picture left on Alpha, 0.9, Delta 31. 924 Mike, okay, sir, after Corby Circle south to the left base, runway 1, turn at 3 mile final forming. King 7 Papa Romeo, runway 1, clear to take off. 10 picture left on Alpha, 0.9, Delta 31. Okay, turn right 070, and we're showing, we're slowing through 250, all you need. 98 heavy, New York approach 2 afternoon, flighting 150, back toward the ILS, runway 31 right approach. Information November is current.
Okay, we'll fly heading of 150 for 31 right. We have November and we're flying to 250 United 8 Heavy.
So I started getting my P3D5
Okay,
enhanced. I got the Orbix Global Land Class and Vector. Apparently, the Global Vector, they have one specifically for P3D5 now, since it no longer has the elevation correction, which the old version did, and it caused weird things to happen at certain airports where the runways were like sunk down on the ground and everything else is like this. But because version 5 now has sloped runways, they had to remove that. It wasn't compatible. And they released Vector for free. So that's kind of cool. So I've got those installed. I've got some airports installed. Active Skies installed. I've got my ENV shade and text for texture, and also sound installed. Pretty much the next thing that I'll be installing are my aircraft. I'll be getting my A2A aircraft installed and my PMDG ones installed. So we may be doing some P3D5 flights here soon. And I'm going to get my scary Airsoft Airbus collection installed. Hopefully I'll be able to fly it a lot better now, after the other stuff that I've been doing. Okay, we got about 60 miles until we get to Salmon, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get myself a couple of slices of pizza and refill my drink here. So during that time, I'll go ahead and give you an external view here that you'll be able to watch and enjoy here. Without my face cam coming on. And in case if you're wondering if those clouds are casting shadows, yes, they are. So you can see the shadows are casting over the plane there, and they're also on the ground. Yeah, so isn't that a kick in the butt? Shadows before P3D was doing them. That's crazy. Alright, so I'll be back in a little bit. Definitely need to get back before we get to the Salmon Vor, because I'll have to change our heading and stuff. So be right back.
Heavy, he's leveling 190.
American 1262 Heavy. The left side is available to the I have to FFX it's about 5 miles out of the way. American 588 Heavy to right heading 070, say airspeed.
Alrighty. I'm back here. Oh, good timing too, because there's like 9 miles left until we get to the VOR. 116.9. Whoops. There we go. That actually did tune in.
Okay, we'll fly heading of 150 for 31 right. We have November and we're flying to 250 United 8 Heavy.
Got 102 miles until we get to Du Bois. The boy. It's Du Bois.
Thank you very much for the early turn there, sir. Appreciate it. Maintain at about 1,000 till the party Delta airspace. Good day. 7 Papa Romeo, runway 1, clear for takeoff. 1,000, Joseph, Mike Charlie.
United First United 8 Heavy, he's leveling 190.
Departure, call the 5992, set of 4,700 to 10,000. Okay, 4 Mike, you will continue on the island. Altimeter 3039er, looking over departures up runway 1, right arrival. Runway 1, settle in.
I always like to do those flybys when the aircraft is turning. Some of the coolest flybys I've seen that are like that.
Okay, we'll fly heading of 150 for 31 right. We have November and we're flying to 250 United 8 Heavy.
Departure, call the 5992, set of 4,700 to 10,000. Okay, turn right 070, and we're showing, we're slowing through, 250, all you need. Okay, turn right 070, and we're showing, we're slowing through, 250, all you need. 10 picture left on Alpha, 0.9, Delta 31. 7 Papa Romeo, runway 1, taxi in position and hold. Correct, 588, heavy to right heading 070, stay airspeed.
And approach United 8 Heavy, leveling 190.
KIDA 708, information November is current, the altimeter is 3043. That's a third line 31 right, KIDA 142. Correct, 588, heavy to right heading 070, stay airspeed. 280, intercept low class. 280, intercept low class, American 1.
And approach United 8 Heavy, leveling 190.
1.9, we'll do it, KIDA 708, information November is current, the altimeter is 3043. LC4, Mike, KIDA, continue on the ILS 6, altimeter 3039er, the number of departures up runway 1, right arrival. American phone 62 heavy, left side is available to do, I have to effect you about 5 miles away. 280, intercept low class.
All right, we got 85 miles until we get to Du Bois, and then it's Idaho Falls right after that. We'll see how well I can land an airliner here in an old X-plane. It's not an Airbus, so I should have a better, easier time. Digidriver. Oh, you bet. And I'm still going to be streaming. I will be logged off for a little bit, but I'll be coming back with Flight Sim 2020, so we can continue with the mini-series Across the World. I think that might be about a 6 or a 7 hour flight. I'm not sure. So for those of you who are watching, be sure that you follow here on Twitch, so that way you get notified of when I come on. And I've got a 10-minute countdown, so that will give you some time to get situated. Well, you know, Digidriver, I didn't think Airbus planes were a thing until later than that. I guess, you know, I kind of heard about it, but I had no idea that the Airbus was a different type of beast altogether. Yeah, I learned that during a VATSIM event last year when it was the 21-leg flight around Russia. The Cross Vatras 2020, I think is what it was called. That's when I got my first PMDG. Then I got the Aerosoft Airbus collection, and wow, how I was surprised how much more different that one flies. I had a bit of a rough landing, I guess, with one of them. But I considered it evil, and so I was like, I wasn't, I didn't really fly it after that. But since doing some flying with the Airbus on Flight Sim 2020, I started to get a little bit more familiar with it. So I think I might actually do better now. And I got P3D5 a couple days ago, and I was getting, you know, like scenery installed, Orbix installed, weather stuff, So I'm ready to start getting my aircraft installed. I've got 3 A2A planes, 2 brand new ones that I got that were on sale during the holidays. They were like 40% off. Plus I got 2 PMDG planes. I got my Majestic Dash 8. So I got my good quality aircraft there. Then I've got the Aerosoft Airbus, which is, you know, okay. You know, it's not the it's not study level or anything like that, but that's okay. I think I spent enough money on PMDG. And then I've got a CRJ collection from Virtual Coal, which it's more of a fun aircraft. I mean, it's definitely not study level. I'm not sure how realistic the flight dynamics are on it, but it's just a fun little thing to hop in and have something different to fly. And when I was first with a virtual airline, a CRJ was like one of the planes that I flew. So I have a little bit of personal connection with CRJs. I want to get that Mad Dog. Oh, whoever makes that Mad Dog package, that one I do want to get.
Thank you very much for the early current answer. Appreciate it. Maintain at about 1,000 till the party Delta is safe. Good day. 1.9 will do it. Delta 7 is going to maintain 16,000.
Down to 16,000, 3040 United. 8 Heavy. United Park, United 8 Heavy, leveling 190.
190, thank you very much for the early current answer.
I may get my VR headset before then, though.
9529 up to
So that way I can use that with X-Plane 11 and Flight Sim 2020 and P3D. That's something that I've been wanting to do for a while, is having the VR. Yeah, the Zebo 737, that is a great plane. I like that 737. Yeah, Virtual Coal's got a few things. And I just recently got a couple of things from them for FS9 for Flight Simulator 2004. I think I got the CRJ collection for FS9 and something else.
Thank you very much for the early current answer. Appreciate it. Maintain at about 1,000 till the party Delta is safe. Good day. Delta 1990 heavy, correction on the frequencies. 123.9 now. 1.39 up for the thought. Thank you. Just next time. 9529 up to and hold short of runway 1 for me.
United Park, United 8 Heavy is leveling 190.
I've read a lot of good things about the Tollus Airbus for X-Plane 11.
Papa Romeo, runway 1, clear to take off. 1000, J7 Mike Charlie. Okay, turn right 070. We're slowing through,
Oh yeah, FS9, Flight Simulator 98, and Flight Simulator 2004. Oh, those were like my favorite sims. Flight Simulator 98, because I had the ProFlight 98. That was just a fun one to add. And even now, I've got a lot more add-ons and stuff for Flight Simulator 98. So yeah, I've got that thing enhanced in ways that I didn't do when I first had it, and that's a blast. And FS9 was like, when I finally got that, that was like the type of flight simulator that I was always waiting for. And it ran really good. Those were like the two simulators that had a wow factor for me. And then when I finally got X-Plane 11, and then I started adding the ortho photos, well, even when I first got it, it was another wow moment for me with X-Plane 11. It didn't look like FSX. The planes flew beautifully, I thought. And I think the autogen was a lot better. I mean, even the autogen in here looks better than what FSX was. The cars, the roads actually look like roads. And then when I learned about ortho photos and getting those installed, yeah, I was pretty happy about that. Idaho Falls, that's our last one. That's where we're landing. Let me get that set. Looks like 113.65. Well, I sure hope it comes up here. Okay, this is where I can clear this. I can select airport and put KIDA. Whoa, only 44 miles. My goodness. All right, we need to slow this down. Let's slow her down to 180.
Thank you very much for the early turn there, sir. Appreciate it. Maintain at about 1,000 until the party LPS is good day. 1000, J7 Mike Charlie. United States Heavy New York approach. Good afternoon, flight 150. Back to the ILS, runway 31, right approach.
Unless that's 11385. It's hard to read. Ah, that's what it is. It's 11385. All right. Let's contact. Let's get ATIS information.
Idaho Falls RGNL information, India. 2000 Zulu weather. Sky conditions 19,500 broken 33,500 scattered 39,500 scattered visibility 25. Temperature -8 dew point 0. Wind calm, altimeter 2991. Arriving and departing runway 17. Advise on initial contact you have India.
Let's go over here to the local map, and I did a partial flight there, that's why that's showing. Okay, got an ILS here, only one, 111.10. That looks like that might be runway 17. Doesn't really say there. So 111.10. So that'll be here in the database. If there's anything else, it won't be in there.
94 Mike, okay, sir, after 12 circle south to the left base, runway 1, turn a 3-mile final for me. 280, intercept low class. 280, intercept low class, American 150. Center start on 31 right, KIDA 140. Delta 1990, heavy correction on the frequency. 123.9 now. 1.39, that's what I thought. Thank you, Delta 1990.
ILS is 21. So that's the one I'm going to land on. And hey, they got the frequency correct. It's that way in Navigraph too. Although we've got to be coming in at 6,800. Okay, there's 8,000 there. That's not too bad. It's 28 miles. Try to get it slowed down a little bit more. Uh-oh. Ha! There it goes. So you got to push this up to armed, and right here is off. Looks like we got some speed references here too, so that's kind of nice. The VOR is there. I should set this to... Let's see, around 200. Right about there. This is not the ILS. It's just a regular VOR, but I figured... If I can intercept this, then I should be able to log into the ILS. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm close enough for the ILS just yet. And according to the approach chart, we should be intercepting with the glide slope around 6 miles from the airport.
I have to back you to about 5 miles out of the way. That's a start on 31 right, KIDA 140.
Take my webcam off here for a little bit. That way you can see a full screen of the graphics.
Down to 16,3040 United. 800.
Put out 31 right. 227, let's be alright, man. 160.
See, I think this looks much better than what
Thank you very much for the early turn there, sir. Appreciate it.
FSX had. When did this come out here?
Thank you very much. Left side is available. I have to back you to about 5 miles out of the way. Departure, call the 5992, just out of 4,000.
This came out in 2009.
Departure, call the 5992, just out of
Let's see, Flight Simulator 2004. So what, FSX came out around 2006, 2007?
November is currency, altimeter is 3040. Here, Charlie, just confirm you have the Gulf 3D, you can see southeast bound, sir. What's here, Charlie, have the Gulf. Thank you very much. Okay, turn right, 070, and we're going, we're slowing through, see what you need. For 0, it's going to maintain 16,000.
Down to 16,3040 United. 800.
Put out 31 right. 227, let's be alright, man, 160. 7 Papa Romeo, runway 1, clear to take off. 98 Heavy, New York approach, good afternoon, flight 150, back toward the ILS, runway 31 right approach.
Hey, there we go. ILS is tuned in.
Heading of 150 for 31 right. We have November and we're calling to 250 United.
Let's see here. WLV. I have to go up and down just to check this stuff.
Down to 16,3040 United. 800.
Papa Romeo, runway 1, clear to take off. We have 8708, information November is currency, altimeter is 3040. Departure, call the 5992,
I'm going to bring it down to 65,000.
left side is available. I have to back you to about 5 miles out of the way. Picture left on Alpha, 19, Delta 1990 heavy, correction on the frequency. 123.9 now. 1.39, I put it on. Thank you, next time. Delta 1990 heavy, correction on the frequency. 123.9 now.
That glide slope. There we go.
Picture left on Alpha.
Turn on the approach.
Put out 31 right. 227, let's be alright, man. 160.
Looks like we kind of overshot that there.
Delta 1990 heavy, correction on the frequency. 123.9 now. 1.39, I put it on. Thank you, next time. Picture left on Alpha.
Start dropping some flaps.
280 intercept low class. 280 intercept low class, American 160. 280 intercept low class. 280 intercept low class, American 160. LC4 Mike, Kidbo, continue on the ILS 6 Altimeter 3039er. Speed numerous departures up runway 1 for our arrival.
Oh my, there is the airport right there.
Thank you very much for the early turn there, sir. Appreciate it. Maintain at about 1,000 till the party Delta airspace. Good day. 1,000, Mike Charlie. 290, thank you very much for the early turn there, sir. Appreciate it. Maintain at about 1,000 till the party Delta airspace. Good day. 11.9, we'll do it, Delta 778.
Continental Airlines United 8 Heavy, leveling 190.
40, going to maintain 16,000.
Down to 16,3040 United 8 Heavy.
Delta 90 heavy, correction on the frequency. 123.9 now. 1.39 up for the thank you, Delta next time. 40, going to maintain 16,000.
There's actually someone that's doing a check on stuff. Why is it me or that glide slope is not really
Think rate, think rate, think rate, think rate, think rate, think rate.
Come on down here. Come on.
Think rate, think rate, think rate.
I know this is a little bit of a
Think rate, think rate, think rate, think rate.
Continental Airlines United 8 Heavy, leveling 190. Continental Airlines United 8 Heavy, leveling 190.
Come on there. Stop before the runway. Okay, we're out in the dirt a little bit. Probably a little bit of a short runway. That squeaking sound. Kicking up dust and everything. Look at the thing there. It's like bang, bang. There's the runway. Kind of lost it there. Well, you know, it might be a little bit of a small airport to be landing at, but I was trying to get it slowed down. I had the speed brakes on. I put the throttle all the way down. I had the brakes on. Had the auto brakes on. So I'm guessing maybe the runway was just shorter than what it needed to be. I don't know. But this is a custom aircraft, so that might have something to do with it too. Okay, so what you're seeing here is a custom airport that I put together. So this was based on the X-Plane 11 version from the Gateway. And then there was a lot of stuff I had to remove to make it compatible with X-Plane 9. And then I went in and I added the buildings. I added the jets. So the buildings, they're not accurate. I tried to get stuff somewhat in the right spot. But I only have a limited collection of buildings and objects to use that are compatible with X-Plane 9. So tried to do the best that I could. Some of those jetways over there, well, I didn't line them up correctly. So yeah, you can see here it's kind of off center. I put those people over there, and if you look close, there's a person that's lying down on the ground. He's actually swimming, but I laid him on the ground and then I put some one's sitting down. I didn't even see that, but but I put cops around it as if someone murdered the guy. And all the people are just kind of out. They're like out, they're concerned. See, this is how you know that I actually created the airport. Because of the crazy stuff that I did. Yeah, when it comes to airport design, that's not really one of my fortes. Okay, come on there, plane. Stop. Alright, can I shut this thing off here? Yeah, if I shut off the fuel, that should do it. Yeah, I got the battery on, turn on the APU generator. Yeah, I don't think any of that actually does anything, but it doesn't sound like I can do anything about that fan. So there we go. We're here at Idaho Falls. I'm making my own names up now. Idaho Falls Airport. Somewhat. Oh, what? The cars didn't show up? Oh yeah, there they are. Yeah, so I put down some cars down here. I got some people walking. Let's kind of zoom in a little bit. So yeah, so there's the people there. See, can I get in here close? Little hard because I can't detach the camera. But yeah, do you see the guy just just flat? Maybe someone ran over him. I don't know. Then I added all these other buildings and stuff over there. Oh, I forgot to put some general aviation aircraft over there. And this is actually supposed to be like there's supposed to be parking or something, and there's like a road. But yeah, so here it is. Just kind of zoom out here so you can get a good look at Idaho Falls. And the surrounding area with the mountains and the terrain. You can see the shadows from the clouds. I think that was a thing all the way back in X-Plane 7. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this retro flight with X-Plane 9. We'll certainly be doing a lot of different retro flights with retro simulators. Don't forget, the more you watch on the Killer Gamer channel on Twitch, the more points you earn, and you can redeem those for cool things such as flights. Like 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour flights. It depends on how many points that you redeem. And you can request any number of variety of simulators that I happen to have. So if you'd like to see a certain flight with one of the old simulators, no, that's something that you can redeem points for. And it also gives you the opportunity to see the type of content that you'd like to see on the channel. Also, for those that are really interested in Flight Simulator 2020, but they're not able to run it on their machine, perhaps it's their machine's not quite there, or maybe they just don't have the money right now to buy it or run it, or maybe they just don't feel like getting it right now, but they're interested in seeing something. That is another thing that you can redeem points for. If you want to see a certain area, between maybe your hometown to another airport. So great ideas for things to redeem points for. So there's a page that shows a list of the things that you can redeem points for. So take a look at that. Great way for all of you to get involved with the channel and see the types of stuff that you want to see.